Hey everybody, Danny Orton here, Soccer Expansion Project. It's been a couple of days since I posted here, but I wanted to just chat a little bit about the project itself. As a reminder, we're working on this domain just here, and building a platform, a membership area, a membership site that we can work on as coaches. And part of that membership site will include experts and knowledge and information and teachers to help us all improve the game. So anything from the administrative side all the way through to, the players. Obviously, that's a big focus for us, how we might improve them. All those things here you can see, coaches, curriculums, training methods, all those types of things. Retail, what's going on in terms of things we might need, technology, parents and support, how we might change the culture of the game or have some guidance. And then any developers out there looking for franchises or people that have been involved in feasibility studies, working with local governments, people that might want to be looking to get involved. So that's the right-hand side. And on the left-hand side is everybody, including me. I just wrote traffic there. But, we've got players, coaches, clubs, directors of coaching, technical directors, parents, fans, referees, everybody. And in the middle is us. And I would like this community, this area of impact. For me, this sport has brought all the things really in my life, and to see the impact that we can have on kids is a massive thing for me. And whether it's soccer or another sport, I just think it's crucial for kids to be involved in a team sport or a sport to help them with those life lessons. So we bring into this community expert knowledge, chat, support, webinars, PDFs and presentations, forums, offers and access and educational resources. So we're working on the partner list right now. We've got Soccer Profile folks, Gary and Stuart Monk are on board, and they're putting us in touch with some of the sports site world. We're working on some of these other partners. Once we've secured those, we'll then start to look at launching the site. And hopefully people get a lot of value and it can help us all. But I also want to use this space, if I'm okay, just to ask a few questions, and without shaking too many trees or being crazy, just ask, why do we do what we do? So topic for today is just a little bit of a recap of a game I went to this weekend. And it was, I'm not going to tell you the age group, but I'm going to say this. So I got there, and it was some interactions with referees. And for those of you that have been around me, that won't be many of you, or around our staff, I hope that there's a sense that we are the good people, and we don't scream at refs, and we're not idiots, and we're calm on the sidelines, and hopefully a great experience as a match for everybody. So I struggle when I arrive, and if you're a referee listening to this, I'd love to chat. Maybe we can do a live or something like that. But I got there, and it was already hostile without me saying anything. I think there was a training session going on, or was an evaluation of a new referee. So there was a chance to really, really, really stick by the rules, those black and white things that can't be wrong, because decisions are all grey areas, right? And they're a challenge sometimes. But, I had, again, I won't mention the age group, but I had a player who had the wrong pair of socks on. He had a blue pair of socks and needed a white pair. Referee said to him, he can't play. I said, well, we've travelled an hour and a half and it's freezing cold, and, can we just let it go? It's not the top Division 1 Premier League game here. It's a youth soccer game in Pennsylvania on a Sunday. Nope, can't play. I said, well, okay, he doesn't have any white socks right now, so are you telling me he can't play? Nope, can't play. I said, well, let's go back to the reason why the socks need to be different. It's not because we are here to be on the front cover of soccer.com magazine or adidas.com or anything like that. It's there. The other teams wearing orange. So can you determine or distinguish between the legs of an orange pair of socks and a pair of legs with a blue pair? And if you can, then we can play, Nope, can't play. Fortunately, the mum was able to find a pair of white socks in the car, and the kid was upset and was able to play. We then line up and they do the check of the shin guards, and we had a kid who, again, I won't mention the age group, had his shin guards on the outside of his socks. Some kids do that, don't know why, but mentioned to the kid, hey, you probably want to put your socks on the outside of your shin guards. And the referee said, yeah, you can't play like that. I said, I understand. So we're just talking to him right here. You can't play. He said, and the kid said, I can't play. He said, well, you can. And the referee says, but you'll be on the bench with your coach, and we will not allow you in. Now I'll tell you the age group of these kids. These kids were 10 years old. 10. So why are we in the middle of a loose, easygoing, everyone's registered on rosters, fun, local travel soccer league with 10-year-olds? And we're working with this. Why aren't we in this together? Why isn't there a sensible approach to say, we're here to help these kids play a game of soccer? They've travelled an hour and a half, which is outside of our territory. It was just a one-off, a team that's on the tip of a region. Not a high level game. They're 10 years old. So I turned to the referee. I said, please don't shout at a 10-year-old kid. Before we've even started the match, please stop shouting at a 10-year-old. It's through no fault of his own that he's got his shin guards on the out. I mean, and it's certainly the kid with the wrong colour socks. It's not his fault that his order didn't come in. He doesn't have his new socks yet. Blame shipping, blame supply chains, whatever you want to do. Please stop shouting at 10-year-olds and telling them they can't play. Oh man. So there's me shaking the tree. We have got to get around that. We've got to cross that bridge, and we've got to shake that hand and say, listen, some things are really important, and some things we can be flexible with to allow the kids to play and enjoy the sport. I mean, who knows, right? Kid cries, kid's upset, kid. If we didn't have white socks, kid doesn't play. I mean, what happens then? Kid's done. I'm going to go do something else. Is that really supporting the expansion of the sport, the soccer expansion project? Not that I'd mention that to the referees or anything, but still frustrating. Anyway, so that was that. So the other couple of things I want to mention is this form is in the is going to be in the description. You can fill this in, and Tactical Blue Media is the LLC attached to the Soccer Expansion Project, my own media company, and it's just a way to keep in touch via email, and I won't spam you. I'll just keep in touch that way. So you feel free to share that. And then the other thing was I played around with this today, and I was just interested in anyone's opinion. Mid-season evaluation, and I found lots of different resources online, lots of different options that were out there, and things like this. And this is still a work in progress, but evaluations are important for players, and I think our club and me directing that haven't done a good job, and that's my fault. These things take time. You deal with X amount of players, and there's a lot of stuff but they need feedback. So I put together this form. If anybody's interested in having it, I can share it with you. It's not a problem. But I thought this could be kind of cool. Little technical component. Obviously got the 4 quadrants: tactical, physical, psychological component, right? And then just a little drop down. Score 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 needs significant improvement, so we want to avoid the reds and get lots of blues. And then just a chance to write a couple of comments in here for each one of those moments. But this will change, and we can add things. But I'm happy to share this. This is our club, Penn United Soccer Academy in the middle of Pennsylvania. That's where we are. But I also wanted to talk about this right now. And I just put that as a title. We are struggling. There'll be another presentation at some point, but this is tough right now with a lot of kids. The coachability, most of the things in here. Coachability, not good. Concentration, not good. That doesn't appear to be evident. That's not good, and that's not good. So you're talking about 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old players really at sort of the epicenter or a big crossroads for them. Is this the thing for them? And a lot of those things are not in place yet. We run a training session program called Futures, where we work with 7, 8, 9, 10-year-olds, 11 and 12-year-olds actually as well, a couple, at the sports center where we work on the soccer side of things. And that part as well is a big focus, is preparing players to be able to be teachable, to be coachable, whether it's us or another club, or whether it's in the classroom, standing still, paying attention, listening to coach, not being noisy, not kicking balls around. I mean, tonight we did a session where there was another coach doing some speed and agility work, and while they're waiting to, in between the next rep of drills, we've got players just kicking balls all over the place. It's like whoa, and then not understanding the footwork pattern for the thing that happens next, and it's non-stop. It's non-stop. So I think there's a challenge for a lot of the kids right now with a lot of these things, and I wonder how school is going. Obviously, closely related to COVID questions and that sociability piece, but this is a problem for a lot of kids, and so we're trying to help them through that. Because if these things aren't in place, there's a lot that doesn't work. So anyway, here's a little coaching form and what else worked on it today. So that's the video. Look forward to doing the next one. And again, the link is in there. I am going to ask that if we can expand some sharing and some liking and all that stuff and comments, I would welcome that. That helps you to think that we're good or useful for the world, and it might help us generate this community that we'd like to see. Within this portal just here, so we can share our challenges and help each other and get better and grow the game. All right, thanks, and have a good night. Cheers.